What's up guys, Adam here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you my full review of this. Now this is the Tascam DR-70D audio recorder. Now obviously being involved with audio and visual production, it's very important to have good quality audio, as important as the video. So to achieve that you can utilise a little unit like this, and that's why I'm going to take you through this full review today. Now I've been using Tascam products for quite a long time now, and they really are up there as being some of the greatest audio products that are available on the market today. So if you do decide to go out and buy one of these units, you're definitely going to have no issues whatsoever. Now if you do want to buy one, I'm going to leave links down in the video description as to exactly where you can get one from and how much they cost, so please do go ahead and check that out. Now into the review itself, and I think we'll start off with a hardware tour. Now let's start off. On the front we have a whole bunch of knobs and also the LCD screen itself. Now the LCD screen will show us all of the relevant information we need to know about what is going on at any one time. It is a clear and concise display. It also has a backlight as well should you want to enable that, and you can also determine how long that stays on for. Now most importantly, this is going to show us our levels to make sure we've got the right levels of recording, but it's also going to show us a whole bunch of other information as well. Now next to that we've got our menu and enter button, and we've also got a data knob as well that enables us to adjust all of our settings. Next to that we've got all of our gain controls and also our peak meters as well. Now these lights will light up red if we actually peak out, meaning that we've got our gain too high, and the actual pots themselves, the adjustable knobs, will adjust the input gain that we've got from our microphone to the device. So if we want to turn up the volume, for example, we can adjust those from the left to the right, and that will increase the gain on any of the 4 channel inputs and give us a louder volume. Now next to that we have 4 buttons. These are really for playback and also for just adjusting the recording, and next to that we've got the record button and also a slate button as well. Now as we move around onto the right hand side, we've got 3 of our 4 XLR inputs. Now these are hybrid ports as well, so you can actually use them with 1/4" jacks, and also they are fully locking as well. So once you've got an XLR socket plugged in there, it's not going to come out should you accidentally maybe trip over one of the cables, for example, and completely ruin your audio. In addition to that, we've also got the on-off button. Now as we come round onto the back of the device, we have got 2 microphones. Now these can take up 2 of the channels if you want them to, or you can just utilise the XLR ports. Now in addition to that, we've also got a little flap that comes off which gives us access to our SD card and also the 4 AA batteries that are used to power the device as well. Now as we come round onto the left hand side, we have the 4th channel as well, the 4th XLR input. We've also got a line in and a line out. If we want to connect that to the camera, we can do. We've also got a micro USB external input if we want to utilize that for channels 1 and 2, a remote input as well for a remote control, and all important headphone port as well with volume, so we can actually monitor our audio to check exactly what is going on at any one time. Now on the top of the device we have got the ability to mount this directly underneath the camera straight into the tripod port on the bottom of the camera, and then on the bottom we've got another one which enables us to plug the tripod into that. So this can fit directly in between your camera and also your tripod, and it looks very neat indeed when you connect it up in that format. Okay, so that's the hardware. It's definitely an attractive device. It's very, very practical as well, with the ability to plug this straight into the tripod and the camera at the same time. And it's going to be very hard wearing, as well as quite attractive with these little anodized bits here on the front. Now let's get into the all-important sound quality. Now for the beginning of this video right up until this point, I've been using this shotgun microphone here, which I've left in frame so you can see the distance between my mouth and the shotgun microphone itself. And I've got the gain on channel 2 set to about 35%. Now you can obviously increase this, and as I increase this now, you'll hear the volume going up, and then we can go back to where we were and we can see our levels here on the front as well. And hopefully you're seeing the audio quality that we can get directly via this recording straight onto the SD card itself. Now On the back here, we've got some handy little microphones that are built directly into the DR-70D itself. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reduce the gain on pot 2, which is our XLR shotgun input, and I'm going to increase it on 3 and 4, which I've set to be the microphones here on the back. So let's just go ahead and do that now. I was basically just saying that you won't be able to hear anything I'm saying right now, and now I'm going to turn these up. At the moment you'll hear it probably just out of one side, and then as we turn up the other microphone you'll hear it out of the other side as well. Now that appears to be probably just about the right volume. Again, without headphones and monitoring, I'm not being able to tell exactly, but hopefully that is about right. I can see the levels there on the back. So I'm about 6 inches from the microphones that are built into the 70D itself, and hopefully you can see that these can be a useful addition if you're not carrying an external microphone, for example, but you want better audio quality than you're receiving in the actual camera itself, which generally on DSLRs are pretty awful due to the kind of not clean preamps. Now, I've just turned those back down again, so we're back on the shotgun microphone itself, and hopefully, I obviously won't know until I play this back on my computer, because I've not used headphones for the monitoring, we will have had some nice clean audio there. Now, it's very important with audio that it's clean in terms of the actual output to the device itself. So if we just take a few seconds here just to have some silence, just to see how clean those preamps are. Now, before I do that, bear in mind that I do have quite a few electronical items going in here, including a couple of computers with fans on, so there will be that ever such small hum in the background, but hopefully the preamps on the Tascam DR-70D are pretty clean. So let's go ahead and test that silence now. And there we go. Hopefully you would have had some nice clean audio there. So in terms of my final opinion, this is a great little device. I'm definitely not an audio technician, so I can't take these things as far as they can possibly go. And this really is a sort of semi-professional, if not professional device. But for me, it seems to give me great audio, and that's all I'm interested in. The interface itself on the LCD is very, very intuitive and easy to use. You can set the quality and everything else that you want to set up in there very, very easily. The actual buttons themselves are very, very smooth, and you can adjust those whilst you're actually shooting itself, as we saw earlier. There's no clicking or noise that gives feedback to let the person watching know that you are adjusting the audio. All of the buttons work very nicely and smoothly. I like the fact that the XLR inputs all clip nicely in and they don't easily pull out. Very nice indeed. And I also like the fact that you can clamp this in between your tripod and your camera. It just makes it nice and practical. The microphones on the back, I found you do need to be fairly close to them in order to get a clean output, not having to turn the gain up too high. But very, very useful indeed to have this attached to the bottom of your camera, and if you need to get audio in an emergency, you can utilize those no problem whatsoever. The internal audio on the camera obviously being significantly lesser quality than you're going to get through this. Battery life seems to be fairly decent. If you plug a microphone in that requires a phantom power output, which this does support, then it does reduce the battery life fairly significantly, obviously because it's pushing out that 48 volts to any number of phantom powered devices. But yeah, all in all, I think it's attractive. I think it works extremely well. I like the quality of the audio that comes out of it. It's got a nice high gain with clean preamps, and that's also very, very important. So all in all, I would definitely recommend it if you're looking to improve the audio on your videos. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Please do go ahead and check out those links in the video description. Hit that like button for me if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you all in the next one. See ya.